Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live and of when I upload a new video as well. And I hope you all are doing absolutely fantastic and that you're having a wonderful start to the day and everything like that. So hopefully overall you all are doing absolutely fantastic. So today we are going to be doing the weekly angelic messages for the week of the 26th all the way through the 2nd of November. So that is the weekly messages for. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here. But hopefully, overall, you all are doing absolutely fantastic and that you're having a wonderful week and everything like that, and that you are doing well. And hopefully, you are all getting excited for Halloween as we are in the midst of Halloween and everything of that nature. So, Halloween is on Friday for those of you that are in the US. And if you celebrate it in other countries, that's excellent. But in the US, it is here on Friday and everything of that nature. So that is really, really exciting and stuff like that. So that is where it is on Friday. I am excited. So I will be passing out candy to the kiddos on Friday and everything like that. So that is really where that is happening and everything like that. So, and I'll be doing that with my best friend. So that is where that is at and everything of that nature. So, but otherwise, hopefully, overall, you all are doing well. So just a couple of announcements before we get started with the reading. So if you have not gotten the 1010 Energy Angel Portal reading, you still have time. You have until the 1st of November to be able to get that. So that is where you'll be able to get, that'll be the last time you'll be able to get the 1010. And then next month we'll go into 1111, the reading for this podcast special. Oh my goodness. So the podcast special for the 1010 Energy Angel Portal reading. And that will be for $40. So if you have not taken advantage of that yet and you would like to, you still have time to get that. So just email me at Alex, T as in Tom, Artman, ARTMAN 21 at yahoo.com with podcast subject or podcast special in the subject line. And then I'll send you a PayPal invoice, you pay it, and then I will move on from there with scheduling the reading and everything like that. And also, with the reading as well, if you would like to do like Cash App or something like that, I'll leave all that information in the description box below as well. So that way you have all that information below on how to set up a payment with me for the reading. And also, if you like to get like a regular reading with me, you can always do so on my Etsy shop at Angel Soul Blessing 777, and that will be in the description of this video as well. And then, of course, if you would like to submit a question for the podcast, I will leave that form in the description box below. You just fill it out. And then every week I will incorporate that into the podcast. And then that way, if you're wanting to get a reading from me, but we're wanting to test it out, it's a great way to be able to say thank you to my viewers. And then also that way you can see a little bit more of how I work one-on-one and everything of that nature. So that is always very exciting and everything of that nature. So yes. So, but hopefully overall you all are doing well and everything of that nature. So yeah, so it is always a good week. So But let us have our feet firmly planted on the ground, have our heart wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you are about to receive. Light a candle to surround yourself in God's white light, and to be able to draw the angels in as well, and receive the messages. And also, we will go ahead and we will take a moment of silence, and then we'll draw the cards. We'll draw the cards, take a moment of silence, and then say the messages that are coming through, and then go through with the cards like our normal routine. And then when I am saying this opening speech, it is always my sign to Spirit that I'm ready to work, and the angels. And then that way I'm already starting to get some downloads. But yeah, so hopefully overall you all are doing absolutely fantastic, and that you are having an absolutely fantastic week thus far. And so we will go ahead and draw for the week of October 26th. And this will be the second tarot of the heart by John Holland. And that is the one that we're going to be starting out with here. So let me go ahead and put the mic down while I shuffle, 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 shuffle. Alrighty. So, what does everybody need to know for the week of October 26th? October 26th, 2025. What does everybody need to know? Oh, okay. I like that card. Oh, interesting. Okay. And we had a hopper card, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Alrighty, so let us go ahead and take a moment of silence here while I connect with your energy. And then at this time, you'll ask your spiritual team of love and light to be able to come forward and deliver the messages that you need to hear at this time. And then, of course, we'll take a moment of silence and then take a deep breath in. And out. Another deep breath in. And out. And another deep breath in. And out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead here and connect with the angels on a deeper level and see what is coming in for the week. Alrighty, so right away, what I'm tuning into the energies that are around us for this week is that I do feel that the energies for this week are going to be a little bit more intense compared to what they have been and everything like that. I feel like what the angels are saying to me is that they are really showing me that it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride for this week. It's going to have its highs and its lows. And I do feel that they're really saying to hold on. So hold on to your horses and everything like that, as you know the saying. So it's really all about holding on and striving for what you believe in, and then also where it is all about looking at the timing of things. So, um, and what I was also really hearing is that I do feel like there is also some hesitation in regard to this week. So I feel like we are thinking about what we need to do, but we are not really taking the action steps yet. So I feel like it's all about the planning stages for this week, is really what I'm hearing. And obviously, as we are going into Mercury retrograde, it may also cause you some delays in making those choices and decisions. And it's all about, really what the angels are really saying is that it's all about a time of reflection. So I do feel not only with the reflection, but it's also causing the feeling of being overwhelmed. And I feel like it's causing us to feel that we are being pulled in different directions, and where it's causing us to feel a little bit scattered, more so than usual, in regard to the energies as well. But the angels are also really saying that it's also about a time of really just allowing that time and space for being able to make a decision. So I feel like we need to make a decision on something, but we're hesitant to make a decision on something, and that decision is holding us back from going on our path and everything like that. So I feel that this is just basically the angels and the universe's way. Um, it's almost like a redirection, a pivot, and trusting in your gut and trusting in your spiritual team for guiding you on the path. Um, they're also giving me this example that if you had a specific path in mind, and then they're showing you a different path, it's not where you're not going to be going down the original path that you had planned. It's just around, they're doing it in a roundabout way of getting you to that other path that you knew that you wanted to take. And I feel like there are some learning lessons in regard to that as well. So that is really where that is at, and everything like that. So that's really where things are for this week and things like that. So that is really, really exciting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like super excited about what is coming up for everybody and things like that. And that is what is going to be bringing in that new energy that we've been really wanting to see, and everything like that. But that new energy will hold off until you put in the free will, because we do have free will in making these choices and decisions, and whatever we choose to do, it can hold back that new energy from coming in. So there is that new energy that is coming in, as we are talking about for several weeks now. It is just where things are and everything like that. So, but yeah, so that is really where the angels are pointing us in that direction. So that is really, really interesting and stuff like that, from what I am hearing in regard to the messages and everything like that. So that is really, really interesting. So who would have thought? I had no idea what the angels were going to say when I was going into this message, but it is interesting whenever they do point things out and things of that nature. So the next so we'll go ahead here into the card portion. So the first card here that we have is Rebuild. So this is really all about us striving for the next chapter of our lives. So and knowing that it'll be where things will be rebuilding, things will be shifting in our lives, but it will be where it is a slower build, and everything like that. And it's important during this time to communicate clearly with what you are wanting. And I'm also hearing another message is that it's also important to be able to um, do it for you, and where you are making these changes for yourself and not for anybody else, and respecting your self-worth and your self-value. So it's all about respecting your dignity for yourself, and everything like that. So that is where that is. And they are saying that to have that self-love for yourself, and that is part of the self-love journey, is making choices and decisions for you, and not for anybody else, and things like that. And that was where Archangel Chamuel is really coming in and helping you in regarding that area for you, and things like that. And we'll be working on that within the healing journey and everything like that. So that is where that is at. So that is the rebuild card. So we have here is the moving on card. So I feel like this is a couple of things. So we're going to be moving on not only from our past and working through the past, as the angels are saying this is a time of working through that, so that way we are able to release the old energy, that old stagnant energy that was building within us. And this is where it can cause us to feel a little bit stuck within ourselves. So I was just having a reading for a client, and they were talking about basically where they are feeling stuck in a career that they were doing, and doing this specific thing and within their career without saying too much. But it is just where the universe was trying to redirect them into a new career. That's why they were feeling that burnout, scattered energy. But I don't feel that they were ready to acknowledge that. So I had to go around about it in a more of a gentler approach and everything like that. So that way they would feel comfortable eventually coming to that realization. But that they were more in denial of that. So this is kind of that feeling, and that's what is where I brought that up as an example, is because I feel like we're going through that same emotion and that same feeling, is because of the fact that it is where we have these choices to make, and sometimes the answer is right in our face, but we hold back due to our own fears and insecurities. And this is where the angels are really saying that this is time to make a choice, make that decision, take that leap of faith, and everything like that. So, and this is also where it's indicating that crossroad as well. So that is where that is, and things like that. So, but yeah, so the next card here is that we have is refusing to see. So this is all about where we're not seeing that picture clearly, we're not knowing that outcome, and that can also be what is causing that for us to be able to take a step back, having that more of that stuck feeling and feeling that imbalancement, because when we are feeling stuck, we can feel imbalanced in areas in our lives and things like that. So that is really where that is at, and everything like that. So that is where that feeling is coming from and things of that nature. So, but yes, so moving on here, we do have the heal card, which is all about healing and self-discovery, and also where it's just releasing the past of what no longer serves us. So working deeper on our healing journey, and everything like that. So that's kind of like the theme that I am really picking up here, is where it is all about trusting and believing in yourself, healing from past wounds, letting those go. And healing is always a continuous journey, but it's pivotal for all this time, and that will help us to get to making that decision and then taking those action steps to be able to have those overcome and everything like that. So that is where that is at. So we have a hopper card with the next one, which is Love Abounds. Again, going back to that self-care and that self-love, working on our inner emotion. So working on recognizing what is causing what. So, and of course, if you would need that extra help doing that, that is just important to be able to, if you are open to that, go see a professional counselor and they will be able to help you out with that and exploring the reasons underneath. And then you'll be able to be like, oh, and have that aha moment, and then that will be able to redirect you and shift that energy and everything like that. So that is always an amazing, amazing thing. And the next card here is that we have is Master, which is all about recognizing the root of the issue. So I feel like this is us going within our heart and soul and really recognizing the heart of the matter. So that is kind of like where that is facing that direction, and that is what is causing us to be there, because a lot of the times we get in our head and we get in our ego space, and then we are not following our heart space and we're going with what our ego is saying, and then it's like that inner turmoil and that inner battle within ourselves, and it's like the devil and the angel on either side, and that's where that analogy comes from and things of that nature. So but yeah, so it is where it's allowing that openness within ourselves to come out, basically, is what the angels are really saying in regard to that. So the overall card here is Daydreams and Decisions, which is decisions that we need to make. Thinking about what is coming up, but thinking about what changes we need to make, and everything like that. And remember, it's not too late to make changes in 2025, even though we always make new goals for ourselves in the new year for 2026. It is just where we are having those aha moments, and then this will cause us to think about the planning aspect. So it's all about that planning and everything like that. So the last card here is that we have is well-deserved reward. You deserve that respect and that dignity for yourself, standing your ground for what you believe in and everything like that. And of course, the universe will reward you at the end of the day. And I feel like along with this, we'll be getting some downloads from the divine as well. So I feel like that is going to be coming in as well. So that is also quite exciting as well. So the next we'll go here into the regular tarot, and we'll do clarifications. The first one up will be the rebuild. All right, so what does everybody need to know for the rebuild card? What does everybody need to know? Ooh, okay. So we do here have is the Six of Pentacles. You may be like the wealthy person in this card, having a good relationship with money and in a position to offer financial assistance to others, or you may be on the receiving end of someone's generosity and are accepting these gifts with gratitude. Giving, receiving, balancing, sharing wealth, generosity, charity, sharing inheritance, fairness, gifts, presence, prosperity, abundance. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Earth. So again, this is where it is showing us that things are going to be rebuilding. It's just going to take that time and everything like that. So, and this is also an important lesson of appreciation as well. So it's all about allowing yourself to be in that moment and allowing yourself to be appreciative of what is coming in. So, and what is around you currently. Even if the lessons are tough, even if they are hard, know that it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be able to be working out. Everybody has their challenges that they need to overcome, and that's just part of life's lessons. And that's why we are here on Earth, learning soul lessons, and everything like that. So, but the next card here is that we're going to be going into is the moving on card. All right. So what does everybody need to know for the clarification of moving on? Ooh, okay. We do have the 2 cards here. And we have the first one is the Three of Pentacles. Everything is coming together, and as the 3 of Pentacles is indicating, you may be seeing success as part of a team. Don't ignore the talents of others around you. Continue to collaborate. Get their last push toward your final goal. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. Skills, security, goals, long-term rewards. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth. So this is all about us being on the verge of something new. Something is coming in. We are preparing and we are acknowledging what is coming in. So it's all about having that mindset of abundance and things of that nature, and allowing the new to come forward. And abundance in all aspects as well. So we do have a major arcana card, which is the moon. And the moon is telling you that things may not be as they seem. Trust your instincts to see past these illusions. You may also be experiencing mood swings, dormant insecurity, or instability. If you are waiting for an answer, then be prepared to wait. Illusion, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, subconscious premonitions. Neptune, Pisces, water. So I feel like this is us being in our feelings more in regard to moving forward, and it's where things may not be as black and white as they seem, and everything like that, but we're not allowing ourselves to see beyond that black and white. So that is really where that is at, and everything like that. So that is really, really awesome, and I love that, and things of that nature. So, but we're going to go on here to the refusing to see card. Refusing to see card clarification. Okay, wow. Here we go. We have another major arcana, and this is a big one. We have Judgment. The upright positioning of Judgment indicates a movement of self-reflection. You're also likely close to reaching a significant stage in a journey. This journey may not have been an easy one, and you may find comfort in sharing your struggles with others to find camaraderie. Now is the time to face challenges head on. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, mercy, Pluto, fire is what that is. So this is just us knowing that we are not alone in this journey, knowing that we are on the right track, and that this is clearing out the karma from the old and bringing in that new energy. So as clearing away the past in order to bring in the new. So that is pretty awesome. So, and things of that nature. So we'll go with a clarification of heal. Okay, so we had the Hermit in reverse: isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, resignation, distance, lost your way. So this is just us not knowing what the outcome is of something, and that's causing us to feel a bit more emotional during this time and then feeling that imbalancement that we've been talking about. And this is where it can cause us to feel more like going inward, not being as socially engaging with other people, but having those moments of the introspection is really very much important and everything like that. So not just where that is causing us to do that. And when we go within, it can cause us to realize certain things and then cause that healing moment and that aha moment as well. So next we'll go here with the Love Abounds. Oh, okay. We do here have the Three of Cups. You're entering a happy time in your life. You may be reconnecting with a long-lost friend, relative, or loved one, or you may be celebrating something important to you, special quality time, spend quality time with the people most important to you, celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, community, happiness, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and water. So this is going to bring about a more happy of the emotions and everything like that. This is going to be us having that gratitude for those that are around us, having that sense of community with other people. So knowing that, and they will support you, the right people will support you on your path, knowing that you're not alone and everything like that. And that does go include your spiritual team as well, knowing that your spiritual team is always around you and guiding and protecting you. All right, so we have his Master is next. Alrighty, so clarification for Master. Okay. Interesting, guys. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, moodiness, disappointment, overactive imagination, jealousy, untrustworthy, unreliable, unpredictable. So I feel like this is what is causing that imbalancement within our heart and causing some of those fears and insecurities. That is causing those delays in having those wonderful things that are coming in. So that is where we can all work on that and then be able to change that shift within us. So next things that we have is the daydreams and decisions. We'll do the clarification card for that. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is telling you that it's okay to indulge and pamper yourself. You're close to the pinnacle of an achievement if it hasn't been realized already, and you should celebrate by treating yourself. Now is the time to make wise investments and stand independently financially. Don't lean too heavily onto anyone else. Fruits of labor, comfort, rewards, luxury, contentment, self-sufficiencies, plenty, financial independence, financial stability, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth. So this is more so the daydreams and decisions are where we are thinking about how to get to this point of being that, having that stability around us, whether it be financially or other things. And these decisions can lead to that stability. And just we got to listen to our heart and our intuition to get us to where we need to go. And everything like that. So that is there and everything like that. So next is that we have is well-deserved reward. So clarification for okie dokie. We have here is the Ten of Pentacles. Friction, discord, arguments, financial failure, a loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, misfortune, loss, and theft. So I feel like this is just the universe's way of showing us that we can stand our ground and allow that new energy to come in and not fall into our old ways of being, and everything like that. So that is really where that is causing that. So you guys can see that. So here, we'll go here into the lesson cards. And they're by James Van Praagh, The Soul's Journey. All right, so what does everybody need to know for this week in regard to the lessons of the week? Ooh, interesting, okay. Okay, so I'm not surprised with these cards. So we have, here is doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So we may be entering a period of insecurity within ourselves, and we had the ability to overcome that, and allowing ourselves to have faith within ourselves, believe in ourselves, have confidence within ourselves, not doubting the path, because sometimes we fear what other people may think in regarding to changing our path, but it's up to us to be happy within ourselves and do what is right for you. So that is an amazing card. And the next card here is that we have is worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't always change an outcome. So worry is just our ego getting in the way, basically. So allowing our ego to get out of the way, getting out of that headspace of that negative mindset. So a good book that I know that will help is by Louise Hay, which is the founder of Hay House. And it is You Can Heal Your Life as well. So that is a great book that can help be able to change the mindset, or listen to some of her affirmations in her, you can look it up and things like that. So yeah, so the next card here is that we have is empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So empathy, having empathy toward yourself and other people that are maybe experiencing the same thing as you, and where if there is a lot of tension for this week, just showing compassion for what other people are going through, knowing that they may have a similar story that you can work through with each other, and then build that community and things of that nature. So just a forethought on that. And then finally, we do have here is The Soul Truth by, I don't know how to say her name, but it is the Soul Truth Awareness deck. You guys know how much I love this deck by now. So what does everybody need to know at this time? What does everybody need to know at this time? Okay. Okay, I'm being also guided to draw one more. Ah. Interesting. Okay. I will take it. When was the last time I couldn't stop smiling or laughing? That is the message. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today, soul action, make somebody laugh today. Ooh, beautiful message. And then the last one, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action: ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Wow. So, looking within inside ourselves to make that change. Absolutely lovely. So this brings us to the end of the messages for today. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live. And of course, when I upload new videos as well. And of course, if you would like the podcast special for the 1010 Energy Angel Portal reading, is that you can email me, and that goes until the end of the month. So that is where you still have that chance to get that, and that is $40. And then if you'd like to get a personalized reading with me, you can do so on my Etsy page at Angel Soul Blessings 777. And then finally, if you'd like to submit a question for the podcast, I'll leave that information in the box below, and it's free, so why not take advantage of free? But until next time, everybody, I am sending you so much love, angel blessings, and I will talk with y'all later. Bye, everybody.